What's up, y'all? Welcome to Country with Noah, or welcome back to Country with Noah. Today, I'm going to review The Road, Episode 1. Um, so if you guys don't know what this show is a show from Taylor Sheridan and Blake Shelton are executive producers of this show. And this show is a country music singing competition show. So this show is exclusively country music. Um, and what the format of this show is um 12 acts, like 12 acts, so 12 artists get the opportunity to open for Keith Urban on tour. But um in episode 1, so in this episode they have to perform in like a bar in Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, and like impress Keith and Blake and stuff like that. So basically, and what I like about this show, guys, is the reality of it. Like, it's not just like, oh, these people walk in to stage and stuff like that. No, they show their lives before, and it looks like they're gonna show their lives during when they're on tour with Keith, right? So it looks like they're gonna show them on the tour bus. It looks like they're gonna show them rehearsing. It looks like it's gonna show them like preparing a set list and putting that together. It looks like it's gonna be uh it's gonna really dive into like the craft and the art of artists on the road, and it's a craft on the like it's a craft, dude. Like, I know I haven't reviewed that many concerts on here yet, but because I've only had the channel for like a year and a month, but this channel for a year and a month, but performing for people is an art, bro. Like what Keith Urban does, what Carrie Underwood does, what Brad Paisley does, um what Garth Brooks does. That's an art, bro. You have to be really good at it. And what I like about this show is that this show is all about like, can you keep the crowd engaged? Um can you can you keep the crowd engaged, and can you keep them interested in you? And like what I said to my mom, who I watched this with, shout out to my mom, which we're gonna watch this every week. Me and my mom watch basically all the singing competition shows, but you guys know my favorite singing competition show, American Idol. American Idol is still my favorite singing competition show. Um, this may be a close second, but I'm not gonna judge it just based off the first episode. But yeah, like, guys, what I really like about this show is the realism of it. Like you have to perform for a different crowd every night. So like they played the trailer for episode 2 and the rest of the season, and it's like every night they're going to a different crowd in a different city, right? So this crowd was in Texas, right? Which Texas is like very, 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 like, if you've researched the Texas country scene, like, look at the people you have from Texas. You have Cody Johnson, Miranda Lambert, Parker McCollum, Willie Nelson, Lucas Nelson, George Strait, like, very traditional country, right? And then I'm assuming as the show goes on, the tour obviously goes to different stops. So like the artists have to perform really well uh, in each different stop. And what I also like about these artists too is they're established already, right? So like, for example, in my opinion, the best performance of the night was from this guy named Channing Wilson, and Channing Wilson wrote "Getting Old" by Luke Combs, and he wrote um, another song for Luke Combs. He's written songs for Riley Green. So like very established already, and I do like the just take a random person off the street and give them a chance to perform. Heck, my favorite singer of all time, Carrie Underwood, comes from that. But I also like when singing shows take the script and flip it, and that's what this show is, because it's, can you keep a crowd entertained that's not here to see you, right? Can you, like, they're here to see Keith Urban, right? Can you take a crowd and entertain them and build your fan base, right? When they're not here to see you, they're there to see Keith Urban, right? Like that's what I like about this show. And yeah, the best performance of the night was Channing Wilson, and the reason why is he has like that Chris Stapleton type energy to him, and then like you guys know I'm a vocal guy, right? So I like vocals and stuff like that. So you have people like that you have all different gamuts of country here. Like you have very traditional country, you have like pop country, you have like country mixed with bluegrass, you have like more rock edge country, you basically have all different subgenres of country music covered in this show. And yeah, like guys, this show is better than I expected. Obviously, it's Taylor Sheridan who is my favorite. I'll say, yeah, he's my favorite television producer probably ever, because like you guys know, I made you guys a promise that I would cover every Taylor Sheridan show on this channel. But I also made you guys a promise, like what I said this in my American Idol review, and you guys know I'm gonna be covering Idol as long as Carrie Underwood and Luke Bryan are on that show on this channel. But I said this then, so I'm gonna say this here. If the talent wasn't any good for this show, I wouldn't be covering it, because I'm not seeing Blake Shelton and Keith Urban sing every night. Like we do get a Keith performance in this episode, but again, we're not seeing them perform every night. So like the talent has to be good enough for me to want to review it every week and want to watch it every week. And this show has that. This show has what the last season of American Idol had, where I was glued to the screen every week, not just because my favorite singer of all time was a judge, but because this show has what American Idol had with the talent. Like, and before you guys ask, what does Taylor Sheridan have any business creating a music show? If you've heard the musical selections he's made in like Yellowstone and Mayor of Kingstown and Tulsa King and Lioness and probably even the Tulsa King spinoff and the, like, I'm talking about shows that aren't even out yet, but even like the Y Marshalls and the Madison, like if you guys heard his musical year, he has a really good musical year. Like he's the guy that made Lainey Wilson famous. Yeah, because Watermelon Moonshine was in Yellowstone. I'm gonna give him that credit. He's the guy that made Lainey Wilson famous, right? So like he has one heck of a ear for this type of stuff, and then the guys he has helping him are like Blake Shelton and Keith Urban, who have been like juggernauts of the country music genre for the last 2 decades, right? So yeah, like for me, I loved this show. I loved the first episode. There was a few artists that I didn't like at all, but like what I also like about this show is, well, my favorite thing about this show is the reality of it, because it looks like they're gonna show like, for example, like one of the singers was really sick or was sick, right? And if you sing, or if you're a content creator like myself, like I take breaks when I'm sick, but like I always feel so bad because I'm missing out on giving you guys content, right? But in show business, you can't get sick because people pay money to see you, right? So I like how they showed that one of the girls was sick, right? And yeah, like for me this show blew me away, at least in episode 1. And I told my mother, I'm like, we're watching this every week, and she's like, okay, we'll watch it every week. So yeah, and then apparently, like, I didn't read all the cameos that are coming. Well, not cameos, but other artists that come in. So like the three main ones that you have are Blake, Keith, and Richard Wilson. Gretchen Wilson, and then you have like Brothers Osborne is one. I didn't read the other ones. Taylor Sheridan's in an episode. Who else? Like I don't know. I know Taylor Sheridan's friends with Cody Johnson, so I hope he shows up, right? Like, so yeah, like we'll see who else shows up in this show, but I would strongly recommend watching this show if I was you, and at least give the first episode a shot and stuff like that. Because you guys know, as I've said it once in this video, I'm going to say it again. If the talent wasn't there, I wouldn't want to review this every week. The talent is there for this show, so I am going to review it every week. And yeah, thank y'all so much. I hope you enjoy this review. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you want to help me out, please subscribe, like, and share this video. I would really appreciate it, and it would really help me out. God bless you guys, and I hope you have a great day. Period. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. And God bless.